Hello, we're looking at problem number 1. This is found on page 173. This is lesson 3.5 in your Geometry Part 1 textbook. And if you would read the previous pages, they give you a theorem which is called the triangle sum theorem. And what it simply means, or what it's saying in the previous page, is that, and most of us know this by now, but that the three angles of a triangle add up to be 180. And then one of the other ones that we're going to be looking at a little bit later on is that the exterior angle of one is the sum of the two other angles inside the triangle that's not attached to that one. And so let's look at this particular problem here. It says here that we're looking for the value of x and y in this particular diagram. So when we look at this picture right here, we see one big triangle that's actually been split in two, so we have two smaller triangles. Now, if we're looking for x and y here, let's concentrate just on this small triangle. And what we're going to see here is this one is 59 and this one is 43. Now remember, all three of these together must add up to be 180. So if you'll see in the problem, what they've done here is that they're saying 59 plus 43 plus that third angle all together have to add up to be 180. Well, 59 and 43 end up being 102 plus that one that we don't know equals 180. If I were to subtract that over from 180, I would get 78. So that means that the measure of angle x is 78 degrees. Now, if you look carefully, x and y are on the same line with each other, and therefore they're adjacent angles. So that means they're going to be supplementary, because two angles that are side by side on the same line always have to add up to be 180. So that's what this is saying right here, is those two angles have to add up to be 180. So if I already know that x is 78, then now I'm looking for the y. So 78 plus y equals 180. If I, again, subtract that 78 over from the 180, I'll find out that y is 102. Now, in the got it section, it says look at that same problem and let's find the value of z. So again, we have to understand that if we know that x was 78 here and that y was 102 here, then we can simply add those two together and then subtract that from 180, because really it's 78 plus 49. I'm sorry, not 78, forgive me for that. Wasn't paying attention. We don't really need x because we're in the second triangle here. So we really need y, which is 102, plus this angle right here, which is 49, plus the one we're looking for. We'll call that z, of course. And again, those three together are going to add up to be 180. And 102 and 49 together are 151, plus z equals 180. If I were to subtract that over like I've done the other problems, then z ends up being 29. So that's how you would find your z value. Hope you find this helpful.